In this exercise, we're going to take a look at one of the more powerful features of working with masks in fireworks, and that's the use of a vector mask. Like their bitmap counterparts, vectors are a non-destructive way of removing elements or backgrounds or whatever from an image. But unlike bitmap masks, vector masks can be applied to vectors, they can be applied to bitmaps, they can be applied to groups of images, they can even be applied to symbols. So let's take a look at how all this works. And to get yourself started, open the vectormask.jpg image located in your exercise folder. The process of creating a vector mask is actually quite simple. You just select one of the vector tools, like the pen tool, and start drawing. Now, if we want to mask out this figure here, this is going to require a lot of precision work. I'm going to show you a really quick way of getting this image to be a mask. And what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the Tools panel. You're going to select the Magic Wand tool. You're going to click once on the background just to select all the background. And then you're going to come to the Select menu and select Inverse. And there's the mask in place. Now, how does this become vectors? Very simple. Select, Convert Marquee to Path. So you're going to choose this menu item. And there it is. There's your path. Now, how does this become a mask? Well, if you hold down the Shift key and select the path and bitmap in the Layers panel, you can then come to the Modify menu, Mask, Group as a Mask. You just group the shape and the object as a mask, and you've got your mask done. Now, the next thing you want to do is just come over and click on the mask portion of the layer. So you got this little green box around the mask, and you can see there's the guy and there's the mask. And if you come to the Properties panel, you can see that there are two choices here for the mask. Path Outline basically allows you to treat the path almost like a cookie cutter. It just cuts everything that's outside of it out of the image. The grayscale is kind of neat because what it does is it uses the grayscale fill information of the path or of the shape to work with the object inside the mask. Let's take a look at how that works. So you've got the mask selected here. You select grayscale, and this time go to gradient linear. And you notice that the image fades because this is a black to white mask. So I've got black on one side, white on the other. And as we know, black hides, white reveals, and all of the gray in between basically is your opacity. So if you take the mask and just move the endpoint up like that, just put the dot there and the endpoint there, you've created a nice little fade. The other thing you can do is just swap their position, and you can create some pretty interesting fades. So there you go. There's how you can create a vector mask. I've shown you how to use the drawing tools to create the mask, and then you just go to Modify Group as Mask, and your mask is made. If it's a big area, you might want to use the Magic Wand tool, as I showed you, and then come to the Select menu and convert the marquee, the selection, to a path, and that's your path. And I also showed you what the path outline does. Remember, that's a cookie cutter. And grayscale, that's the color of the fill, is used to affect how the alpha or the visibility of the underlying image appears.